Exclusive contract with Feilu Novel Network Novel. Identification of popular figures. Title of Strange Beginning in the World. Li Daoyi obtained the Universal Realm Identification System through his travels, which can identify characters from various celestial realms and label them. Identify Tang San and label him with a double label. The way to death. When weak, be submissive; when strong, strike with a heavy fist. Everyone laughs at Tang San, everyone is Tang San. Subsequently, various labels were placed, such as the Bear Child Emperor of the Wild, Han Paopao, Han Laomo, and Wang Anlan.All worlds turn into eating melons. Is the autocratic and eternal emperor of the wilderness a bear child? How could Han Tianzun be so persistent? Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. The Universal Identification System, The Heavens Shake. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Master's Order. Li Daoyi disdains the rules of the sect and flirts with the daughter of the elder. His conduct is not upright, and the sect has decided to abolish his cultivation and greatly promote the sword sect. A piercing sensation tore open from Li Daoyi's mind. A large amount of information is pouring in. Am I traveling? Li Daoyi received the message and couldn't help but be surprised. Who would have thought that he would become a member of the army of millions of travelers? This is a fantasy world. Originally a proud son of the Dian sword sect in Tiannan Prefecture. However, in the struggle for leadership, he was excluded and framed because he did not have a standing elder. In the end, his cultivation was abolished and he was expelled from the sect. In this world, martial arts are the top priority. If one's cultivation is neglected, the rest of their life may be mediocre. If you have bad luck and provoke some big shot, you may lose your life at any time. What a landslide start! Li Dao sighed in his heart. Ding! Detected a qualified host, binding to the Wanjia identification system. I just said, as a traveler, how could you not have a golden finger? Binding successful. The host will use this system to identify characters and events from various celestial realms, label them, and broadcast them live. This system will provide live streaming services to the heavens, and for each evaluation, viewers will have 3 opportunities to ask questions, which will be answered by the host. For each identification, the host will receive a reward. Identification. Labeling. I am familiar with this. Li Daoyi quickly understood. Just like storytelling, it's up to oneself to live stream and identify various characters or events, and label them. The world of heaven and earth that the system talks about is all the world of novels he has read before, with various memes and bizarre titles. For example, forcing Wang Anlan, double label dog Tang San, and so on. These labels have long had specific directionality. System, when will it start? With a fixed plan in mind, he quickly asked. After each appraisal, you will receive a reward. Now that my cultivation has been abolished and I am expelled from the sect, it is uncertain that the Grand Elder and others will not let me go and want to eradicate the root. We must gain strength as soon as possible. The system authentication live broadcast room is open, connecting in a perfect world, connecting to the sky covering world. Connecting the Dolua world, connecting to the world of divine tombs. Connecting the mortal world in an instant. All heavens and all realms, live broadcast shining. A perfect world. Emperor Guan. A sky curtain spans across the sky, as if a great terror has been nurtured. The quaint atmosphere and pressure shook the creatures of the 9 heavens and 10 earth. Big Elder, Wilderness, 10 Crown Kings, and so on. The people of Emperor Guan are all looking towards the sky. What is this? Is it a foreign invasion? Did the Immortal King take action on this formation? Countless people were shocked. However, at this moment, the sound of the Great Road resounds throughout the world. Identify the live broadcast room, identify the heavens and the world. Viewers can ask the appraiser 3 questions in a preemptive manner. The appraiser is omniscient and omnipotent at this moment. Everyone, including the wilderness, was shocked. In my mind, I also received news about the live broadcast room. Has anyone evaluated the people and things in the heavens and all realms? You can still snatch questions. More importantly, who is the appraiser? Do you know everything? Can you do anything? If it's true, I wonder if we can find a way to deal with foreign lands. At the same time, covering the heavenly world. Yi He lifted his head and looked at the sky. I was also deeply shocked. He, who already comes from Earth, naturally knows what live streaming is. Who exactly is it? Do you have such skills? Dolua World. Divine Realm. Tang San and others were both shocked upon receiving the news. Who exactly is it? He has become a god, and he dare not say he is omniscient and omnipotent. All heavens and all realms. Is there another world besides Dolua continent? As a time traveler, he has a higher level of trust in such things. If that's the case, wouldn't it mean we can still go to other worlds? Ordinary people. A place of trial. Han Li, what do you think this is? Is it also a trial for us? Li Feiyu stared blankly at his friend beside him and asked. Han Li frowned and silently retreated behind the crowd. Perhaps there has been a change in the trial. Although he doesn't know what this live broadcast room is. But the appraiser is omniscient and omnipotent, which makes him palpitate. The green bottle is the biggest secret of his life. Tomb World. The path of evil heaven. Humph, I dare not claim to be omniscient or omnipotent, truly arrogant. If there really is another world. He doesn't mind devouring everything. At that time, he will be the strongest heavenly Tao in all heavens and all realms. In a moment. All the heavens and all the realms, endless creatures, are deeply shocked by the events in the live broadcast room. Especially being able to answer quickly. If you truly know everything, perhaps you can find what you want. Wanjie. At this moment, I am starting to vaguely anticipate. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 2. Opening Appraisal Tang San, Label, Double Label. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Tiannan Prefecture. Dian Sword Sect. Elder Worship Office. Elder, according to your instructions, Li Daoyi has been abolished from cultivation and expelled from the sect. A young man with a handsome face said respectfully. However, Li Daoyi did not leave and instead settled in a small town near the sect gate. Do you want me? After speaking, the young man made a motion of wiping his neck. Upon hearing this, the immortal old man on the seat smiled calmly. This son is quite clever, but unfortunately he cannot be used by me. Let's leave him alive for now. After the wind blows, we'll cut down the grass and eradicate the root. Now is the time for him to compete for sect power. Li Daoyi has just been expelled from the sect. If he were to be executed on the spot, it would inevitably have a negative impact. As a result, he couldn't bear to lose face and appeared too ruthless, completely killing the former sect's Qinjiao. Secondly, it is inevitable that the disciples in the sect will suffer a tragic death. The young man came to his senses. Yes, I guarantee that the waste will die unexpectedly. Just at this moment. The sect is noisy. What's going on? The elder scolded. Stepping out, looking up, above the sky curtain spans, and countless orders and purple auras linger. What is this? Both of them were stunned. Congratulations, elder. Perhaps there is a great opportunity for the arrival of purple energy. The young man flattered and said. I can't see through this scene either. I can't even detect it with my divine sense. The chance is still terrifying and difficult to judge. The elder frowned. It seems like a tumultuous autumn. However, at this moment, the information from the live broadcast room flooded into my mind. This is extremely shocking. All heavens and all realms. Is there another world? Who did this canopy? Especially after each appraisal, one can still ask the appraiser for clarification. If it is truly omniscient and omnipotent, perhaps this question can change fate. After the first identification, you must seize the opportunity to ask questions. The elder secretly made up his mind. In an instant, the sky of all heavens and all realms is once again changing. A figure emerged. Weigh in. Mysterious. In all realms, neither the immortal king nor the immortal emperor can be seen directly. This is the appraiser who claims to be omniscient and omnipotent. So strong, you can tell from his figure that I can't look directly at him. From the heart, I see myself. Wang Jie was shocked by it. At this time, Li Daoyi projected onto the heavens and all realms. Due to systematic reasons, there are thousands of facets in each other. What everyone sees is born from their heart, so they are not afraid to reveal their identity. Since it's an appraisal, label it. He had plans for a long time. Heaven and earth, 3,000 worlds, countless talents stunning the world, overlooking the ancient and modern future, crossing the river of time. They are legends, and each legend has a label that accompanies him throughout his life. This time, we will identify the bizarre titles of 10 popular figures in the various heavens and worlds. Li Daoyi spoke like a storyteller. The sound is like the sound of the great Tao Sanskrit, falling into the ears of the heavens and all realms. 4-1-10. Strange title. What label is this? There are names that are called incorrectly, there are no nicknames that are called incorrectly, perhaps these nicknames are their labels. I want to see how bizarre these nicknames are. After this appraisal, you have 3 opportunities to ask questions, and we will answer your questions one by one, so, let's start identifying the first popular figure from all over the world. The words have just finished. The sky screen is flowing, and a figure appears. He was dressed in a luxurious blue robe, with even his hair in a water blue color, cascading from his feet like a waterfall. It looks extremely majestic and luxurious. Like a divine mansion, standing in front of the heavens. First, Dolua World, Sea God Tang San. Dolua World. What kind of world is that? Who is Tang San? The sea god. It can be called a god, and I think it's not weak. No wonder he was the first to identify it. This kid doesn't look easy to mess with. Among all worlds, many people are discussing. Let's see what label the appraiser will give him. Perhaps it's some kind of god or something. Is the label, sea god? In the midst of speculation. Dolua World. Divine Realm. The first person to be identified was actually Tang San. Xiaowu and others are all in high spirits. Brother San, you are on the list. This appraiser, you are the first one to be appraised. It must be my father's reputation, spreading to all heavens and worlds. This is the first appraisal. My daughter Xiaotong exclaimed excitedly. Everyone else nodded along. After all, who in the entire Dolua continent doesn't know the name of the sea god Tang San? Regarding this, Tang San felt quite proud in his heart. This appraiser has a unique perspective and probably knows his name. As soon as he thought of this live broadcast room, all the heavens and worlds were watching, and his first appearance was all related to his face. I don't know what label this appraiser will give Dad. Xiaotong is curious. Others are also looking forward to it. With Tang San's talent and achievements, this label will definitely not be too weak. Is it a god? Or a title that matches it? Tang San also had a faint expectation in his heart. In the future, this label will be his name for walking in the heavens and all realms. What would it be? At this moment, Li Daoyi's voice once again resounded throughout the heavens. Tang San's label is double label Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 3. The Way to Death. When weak, one will only agree and agree. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. When Li Daoyi's identification tag was revealed, the entire live broadcast room remained silent. Double standard. No one expected it to be this. Double standard. What does this mean? Relying on one's own preferences to act, having different standards for the same thing. I didn't expect that the first one to be identified was actually a double-labeled dog. Wang Jia laughed at it. I thought it would be some amazing label, but I didn't expect it to be a double label. This is not a good label. At this point. In the world of Doluo. Divine Realm. Looking at the label identified by Li Daoyi, Tang San's face was so gloomy that it could drip water. He originally thought that being the first to be identified would surely make him famous in the world. The label should also be something like strong or God. Who could have thought of it? Surprisingly, it would be a double standard. San Gu, everything has not been decided yet. Don't be angry. Xiao Wu is comforting beside her. Tang San's eyes flashed with a killing intent. This appraiser already has a way to take death. Then there are those who mock. One day, he will travel to all worlds and come back one by one. Tang San, along with his girlfriend Xiao Wu and others, participated in the Shrek Academy assessment. In the final round of assessment, they began to perform the double standard. Originally, the duel between the two sides was as if you were willing, but due to Xiao Wu's injury, he retaliated with anger and used all his Yin moves, dealing a heavy blow to Xiao Wuji. And at this moment, the scene of the sky suddenly turned. Tang San's figure disappeared and was replaced by an entrance exam. In the picture, Xiao Wuji and Tang San and others began a battle of love and desire. It's just a pity. Xiao Wu and others are too weak at this time. In Xiao Wu's hands, he couldn't hold on for a single stick of incense and both were injured. Seeing Xiao Wu injured, Tang San is angry. What? Do you want to continue? No, I'm going to challenge you, using all means until one side completely falls and can't stand up again. Immediately, Tang San almost used his extreme skills. If your strength is not good, then come to Yin. The moves are crucial to Xiao Wuji's attack, and he uses hidden weapons. Not to mention, the hidden weapons are also contaminated with poison. In the end, under despicable means, Xiao Wuji was defeated. Damn it, how despicable. Yeah, it's just an assessment, not to mention the other party always keeps their hands on it, their fists and feet have no eyes. What a small magnanimity, this is the nature of some bullshit, see God. It's too much, isn't it? The other party didn't mean it either. Sure enough, it's a double standard. I don't mention my frequent Yin moves, but when someone openly defeats your girlfriend, they get angry. When the world saw this, they all roast. It was originally an assessment, and the other party was always lenient. Your own girlfriend was not skilled enough and was injured. Are you angry? Don't come here for assessment if you have the ability. In the end, he resorted to all kinds of sinister moves, claiming to vent his anger on his girlfriend, but in reality, he only exposed his narrow-mindedness. A comment that is widely accepted. Tang San's lungs are about to explode. See here. Xiao Wu argued on the spot in the live broadcast room. How can San Gu, who protects his beloved woman like this, be a double standard? Just At the next moment, Li Daoyi's voice came to mind again. With his father's fault revealed, Tang San went to the Haotian sect for the first time to redeem his father. However, when Tang San's strength entered the title Dolua and then ascended to the Haotian sect, he proved with his strength that my father was right. The words have just finished. The screen flows again. Within the Haotian sect, Tang Sanchu saw Haotian Emperor Xiaotian Doluo. He, who was only over 50 years old, knelt down directly in the face of the pressure from Doluo. Kowtow. 3 consecutive times. It is only natural for my father to repay his debt to his son. Master, I am willing to take on all responsibilities for my father. At this moment, he can only work hard to redeem his father, hoping that the sect will not mind. With hard work, I finally gained the recognition of the sect, recognized my ancestors, and agreed to 3 conditions of the sect. Just. Next second. Picture changes. Within the Haotian sect, elders and others came forward and asked Tang San if 3 things had been completed. Work hard, don't embarrass Haotian sect. Tang San was contemptuous. Does Haotian sect still have face? The attitude is completely different from the first time. Today, when I come to Haotian sect, the most important thing is to prove to my father that what happened back then was not my father's fault. I want to retrieve the 2 soul bones that my father deserves. Finally, relying on his strong strength, he defeated the elder and almost forced him to commit suicide. When weak, be submissive; when strong, strike with a heavy fist, and deeply cultivate the path of double standards. Li Daoyi assessed it. The world is shocked. Damn it, is this the double standard? Love, love. Previously, someone said it wasn't a big deal. Now let's face it. When I was weak, my father repaid his debts. When I became strong, it was my father's fault. Yeah, no matter what happened back then, his father was ultimately unable to escape responsibility. Now, relying on his strong strength to prove it, I thought it was something. It seems that the appraiser is absolutely right. This double label is particularly suitable for Tang San. See this scene. Tang San from the divine realm had a gloomy face like black charcoal. My embarrassing incident has been known by the world. Shamed and thrown into the world. Even Xiao Wu dare not speak. Previously, he was still defending Tang San, but now the appraiser immediately throws a face at the incident of Haotian sect back then. However, the appraisal video seems to be incomplete. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 4. Everyone laughs at Tang San, everyone envies Tang San. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. A sneak attack is shameful, but if it were me who used it, it wouldn't be shameful. In the picture, Tang San used a surprise attack to kill Gue Doluo. Turn around and face Bibi Dong. The reason why I didn't sneak attack on you is because I think using sneak attacks is a very shameful thing. If someone wants a 100,000-year soul ring, it will destroy human nature. If Tang San wants a 100,000-year soul ring, it will be an evil soul beast. Soul beasts are evil, all by their own definition, because my biological mother and girlfriend Xiaowu destroyed the martial soul hall, criticized Bibi Dong for indiscriminately killing innocent people, yet he himself kills 500 soul masters with families and children. According to Li Daoyi's assessment. The screen also flows. Martial Soul Hall. Every year, we spare no effort to awaken soul masters in various continents, even in the small and dilapidated village where Tang San was born. And they will also provide subsidies to soul masters. This is a place where strength is paramount, and heroes can compete with elders and popes regardless of their origins. Even when launching a war, they never indiscriminately kill civilians and maintain peace on the mainland. Tang San, on the other hand, completely disregarded the various superior systems of the Marshal's Soul Hall and only destroyed it for the hatred of his biological mother and girlfriend. This will lead to subsequent disasters. And it is also known as to eliminate harm to the people. But I don't know, because of his behavior, how can countless low-level soul masters and ordinary people awaken and cultivate? After seeing Tang San's operation, I can only say that he is truly a double-standard dog. Anyway, putting it on others is a heinous crime. If it were for oneself, it must be justice. The surprise attack really disgusted me. Double-standard dog, real hammer. In the world. Looking at this scene, everyone despises it. Tang San portrayed Shuangbiao to the fullest. At this point, Tang San also fell into suspicion. He has always felt that he did the right thing. However, now the appraiser comments add visuals. The scenes were finally shaken by the impact of his actions. Am I really a double standard? No, protect your loved ones. How could it be a double standard? It's this appraiser who is tarnishing me, it's really the way to die. In the live broadcast room, as various barrage drifts by, Li Daoyi's summary has arrived. Throughout his life, Tang San fought for hatred and lived in different situations, with different thoughts and behaviors due to placing too much importance on family members. They act arbitrarily and their words and actions are inconsistent in a world of the jungle. Strength is the only truth. Everyone laughs at Tang San and envies him. However, the term double standard will eventually accompany you for a lifetime. After listening to the summary, Wan Jie was all stunned. This is perfect. That makes perfect sense. Everyone laughs at Tang San, everyone envies Tang San, it's too real. If I had the strength, I would only be even more double standard than Tang San. The person who sprays may just envy themselves for not having such a double standard of strength. Although the label of double standard dog may not sound good, having the strength of double standard is really satisfying. The summary is too accurate, truly worthy of being an appraiser. Hear this. Tang San's heart finally improved a bit. This appraiser doesn't seem to intentionally smear, it's quite fair. However, the label of the double-label dog is nailed to the board. All worlds know. In the live broadcast room, the picture changes. The original scene about Tang San's life has disappeared completely. Instead, it was the majestic figure from the beginning. Seeing this scene, all the heavens and all the realms are one of the earthquakes. Nothing else. Thinking of the rules of this appraiser. After each appraisal, there are 3 opportunities to ask questions for clarification by the appraiser. Especially this appraiser, who claims to be omniscient and omnipotent. Is it true? Next is the answer. As expected. At the moment when the figure appeared, the voice that sounded like the sound of the Great Road once again echoed through the heavens and all realms. According to the rules, for each appraisal, there are 3 opportunities to ask questions, and we will answer them one by one at the moment when I finished speaking. The first person asked, starting now. The words have just finished. A voice of surprise echoed throughout the live broadcast room. Unexpectedly, this seat was snatched. In an instant, the live broadcast screen switched to a person. This statue is dressed in a wide avenue robe with blue clothes, silver hair draped over the shoulders, beautiful cheeks and beards, and a domineering face. With a brush in his right hand and 2 fingers facing upwards in his left hand, he sat cross-legged between the lotus platforms, surrounded by countless sparkling golden lights. When this person's face appears, but 2 voices echoed at the same time. Third brother. Tong Tian. Amidst the flood and famine, Laozi and Yuanshi were all surprised. They were also watching live verification, but now they have reached the questioning stage and have been snatched by the sky. Tong Tian. Li Daoyi looked at the live broadcast room, but he didn't expect it. The first one to be snatched was actually the famous sage from the vast wilderness, founder of intercept education. At the same time, in the wilderness, on the Kunlun Mountains. At this time, Sanqin has not yet separated. The sky is filled with joy. Since the last time Zixiao Palace heard about the method of becoming a saint and proving the Tao, and came back to realize the Tao for thousands of years, there has been no trace of thoughts. Especially after Envies became a saint, he, who claimed to be an authentic Pangu in the wilderness, never found a chance. Until the live broadcast room appeared. The appraisal claims to be omniscient and omnipotent. He has a mentality of giving it a try. I didn't expect such good luck. I am the orthodox sect of Pangu, who knows the heavens and dares to ask experts. Do you know the reason why I became a saint? Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 5, First Question. The opportunity to become a saint, shocking all worlds. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When asked by the heavens, Laozi and Yuanshi were both breathing nervously, waiting for the answer. And at the same time, the land of the West. Jian and Zhuanti were also staring intently at the figure in the live broadcast room. If we can really tell you the chance of becoming a saint, they may also want to grab it. Why Imperial Palace? After Envies became a saint, she opened up this space. At this moment, I am also watching the live broadcast room. With her strength as a saint, it is impossible to speculate on the chances of others becoming saints. Is this appraiser truly omniscient and capable? At the same time, in the live broadcast room, Li Daoyi, caught in the gaze of the world, finally spoke slowly. The great way is 50, and the heavens extend 4 or 9. Escape one of them. All creatures in the wilderness have a glimmer of vitality. The struggle between witches and demons, the birth of the human race, but the entire wilderness lacks education. Tong Tian, do you understand? A statement is like the sound of a great road. Resounded throughout the live broadcast room. Everyone is ignorant and confused. When asked about the opportunity to become a saint, how can we talk about the matter of education? Could it be that you are being mysterious? However, this statement fell into Tong Tian's ear, but it was like a bolt from the blue, enlightening him. Do all creatures in the wilderness have a glimmer of vitality? The flood and famine lack education. If, in an instant, Tong Tian suddenly realized. Laugh. Ha ha ha, I understand. So my chance to become a saint lies within this. At a moment of confusion among the crowd, Tong Tian spoke again. His demeanor is rigorous and solemn. I, Tong Tian, am willing to cut off a thread of vitality for the creatures of the flood and wilderness, establish a teaching system, educate the flood and wilderness, and ask the way of heaven to learn from it. The words have just finished. The heavenly way is the response. Okay. Merit rewards are hard to predict, with a vast expanse of golden light covering the sky. Wait until the heavens absorb the merits. A new saint is born. He has truly become a saint. Kunlun Mountain. Yuanshi and Laozi were both stunned. At the same time, my heart is bitter. As an elder brother, but falling behind in the sky, what is your face? I can't help but regret why I didn't seize the opportunity to ask earlier, otherwise it would have been them who became holy. The West. The two saints have equally hot eyes. What the appraiser said is true. So, next we must ask, how to become a saint, and how to promote the West. When the creatures of the wilderness see this, they all pay homage. Farewell to the heavenly sage. To this end, Tong Tian ignored it and turned to bow straight at the void. Everyone knows. Who is the one who worshipped during this worship of Tong Tian? Appraiser. With just one word, he revealed his opportunity to become a saint. My goodness, is it really omniscient and omnipotent? That person named Tang Tian is extremely terrifying. When he became holy, just a glance at him made him feel like an ant. That's right, it feels more than 1,000,000 times stronger than the previous sea god Tang San. However, for such a strong person, the appraiser is just one sentence, revealing the opportunity. How powerful is the appraiser? At this moment, the heavens and worlds looked at the figure in the live broadcast room, filled with awe. At the same time, I am also quite curious about the vast world. This vast world is truly powerful, with the existence of saints like the heavenly sage. What kind of world is that? It seems much stronger than Dolua world. People yearn for it. Dear appraiser, could you please explain to us? Yes. Such a request is naturally supported by countless people. Even Tang San, Huang, Tong Tian, and others cannot explore the great worlds of the heavens and all realms. The heavens and realms are divided into different levels of strength. Li Dao doesn't mind at all. Popularizing science and other things makes him more confident and convincing. In general, from weak to strong, it can be divided into low martial arts, medium martial arts, high martial arts, small 1,000 worlds, medium 1,000 worlds, large 1,000 worlds, and the highest plane, like the world of Dolua. It is only a small 1,000 worlds, and it takes 3,000 small 1,000 to become a medium 1,000. The vast expanse where the heavens are located is the highest level, with countless worlds. The great Luo Fei immeasurable calamity never dies, and even if a sage crosses the river of time, the immeasurable calamity cannot be erased. One word creates the world, and one word destroys it, and the same highest planes, such as perfection, holy ruins, holy kings, devourers, mortals, and so on, are no weaker or even stronger than the flood and wilderness. These plane powerhouses, disregarding time and overlooking the past, present, and future, transcend the long river of history. Some control the Hongmeng universe, some are ancestors in the immortal realm, and some are one of the highest planes in the live broadcast room. Only Li Daoyi's voice was heard. A silence fell. A few people are like listening to heavenly books, yet their blood is boiling with excitement, longing, and shock. So this is how the heavens and all realms are. Time doesn't add to it. Beyond the long river of history. Control the Hongmeng universe. It's hard to imagine either one. On the highest plane, the strong exceed their imagination. I was originally a saint, feeling proud in my heart. Now, after listening to the appraiser's words, I realize my own insignificance. After listening to it all day long, my heart rose with emotion. The same scene appeared throughout the heavens and all realms. Perfect. Emperor Guan. Hearing this made my blood boil. Are there still so many strong players? That's really great. How can he be stopped by a foreign land from growing stronger? Dolua world. Tang San and others were also so shocked that it was difficult to quell. Dolua is just a small world, so what will happen to the middle, large, and even high-level levels? Just as the world was shaken by it. Li Daoyi's voice rang out again. So, let's move on to the second question. Words fall. Immediately snatched by someone. Li Dao looked over and was surprised. Surprisingly, it's him. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 6, Question 2. One emperor throughout the ages, will he live forever? You are listening at novelfull.audio. I'm going, isn't this speed too fast? In the live broadcast room, many powerful people who didn't get the chance to ask questions roast one after another and were extremely depressed. They are just staring at the screen and preparing to ask questions. However, even so, others still seized the opportunity. Especially the primordial heavenly sovereign and Laozi, as well as the western two saints and several other great powers in the wilderness. They all have a bitter expression on their faces and a feeling of frustration in their hearts. With the guidance of the leader of the Tongtian sect, they were all eager to ask questions and seek their own opportunities for preaching. At first, they swore confidently that with their own cultivation, it would be no problem for them to seize the opportunity to ask questions. Is it not a cultivator who casually crushes other worlds with this level of mental reaction? However, this is not the case. It seems that the questioning in the live broadcast room cannot rely on cultivation, but on equality among all beings. Laozi sighed helplessly. Who is the lucky one who stands out from countless people in the heavens and worlds? Countless people from all over the world are eagerly anticipating, with a look of surprise in their eyes. At this moment, the screen slowly emerged. In the picture, the man has a majestic appearance with dragon eyebrows and is dressed in a black dragon robe, extremely majestic. This is the king of our great Qin. Long live the king, long live. Zhao Gaoren immediately shouted in the live broadcast room, full of joy, shouting, "Long live." Seeing this, everyone in the live broadcast room was slightly stunned, with a puzzled expression on their faces. The Qin. What plane is this? Judging from this person's temperament, he looks like a supreme emperor, but he looks very weak and cannot feel the strong aura. It seems strange, isn't it, a cultivator in the low martial world? Let's see what he'll ask. At the same time, the Xianyang Palace of the Great Qin Dynasty. Surprisingly, it's a widow. Emperor Qin Shi Huang, Yingzheng, looked up at the sky with a joyful expression on his face. I didn't expect to be snatched by myself. He really had a question that he had been thinking about for a long time to ask, and his thoughts suddenly appeared in his mind. For a long time, he has been longing for longevity day and night. So, Yingzheng straightened his posture, bowed respectfully, and asked. May I ask the appraiser, is there a law of immortality in the world? Upon hearing this statement, the live broadcast room suddenly froze, and everyone's eyes lit up, as if they were being tugged at. Longevity. What a good question. That's exactly what I want to ask. Many people exclaimed in surprise, their eyes filled with longing. Looking across all the heavens and realms, who hasn't wanted to seek immortality since ancient times? What Yingzheng asked was also what everyone thought. Even some of the most powerful planes, such as the perfect world, the hidden world, and so on, are unable to resist the erosion of time. Longevity is the dream of countless cultivators in all heavens and realms. In the live broadcast room, Li Daoyi smiled slightly and said softly. The law of immortality naturally exists, and there are countless laws of immortality in the heavens and all realms in the mortal world of the high plane, cultivating to the realm of refining emptiness, as long as one does not fall, can be considered as eternal life. There is also the world of coiled dragons, as long as you become a god, you can find immortality. In addition, there are many others, such as. Li Daoyi's words instantly amazed countless people from all over the world. Is there really a way to immortality? So there are so many ways to achieve longevity on the highest level. And it seems very simple. So, living beings in the highest position are truly happy. At the same time, in the mortal world. Han Li's face showed a surprised expression and his heart was shocked. He is also pursuing longevity and is ready to soar. In this way, doesn't it mean that one only needs to be promoted to the realm of refining emptiness to achieve immortality? I see. Han Li was immediately overjoyed and became even more determined in his belief in soaring. At this moment, Yingzheng quickly changed his mind and asked again. May I ask the appraiser, is there a way to immortality in the world where I live? What he wants to know is naturally the law of longevity that he can touch. Can you hear what the appraiser means? It seems that they haven't mentioned their own world. Is it possible that there is no longevity to be found in my own world? Thinking to himself, Zheng trembled slightly and couldn't help but worry. What should I do if I don't have it? He can't even go to those elusive high-level surfaces. However, at this moment, Li Dao nodded and casually said. Upon hearing a positive response from the appraiser, Zheng was immediately overjoyed and breathed a sigh of relief in his heart. It's good to have it. As long as there is a law of longevity, even if it is difficult, he must strive for it. Zheng paused and respectfully asked, "May I ask the appraiser to inform me one or two?" In the live broadcast room, Li Dao smiled and slowly spoke. There is a mountain in Daqin called Phoenix Mountain. Phoenix is alive. Take its essence and blood to refine elixirs, swallow the phoenix blood spirit pill, and you will be immortal. Although it cannot resist aging, it can last for thousands of years. In addition, on Shenlong Island overseas, there are often divine dragons hovering between heaven and earth. If you refine its dragon element, you can live forever. P.S. The data is so miserable. I hope everyone can contribute some flowers, comments, and give the author some motivation. Thank you. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 7. The Turbulence of the World, Selling Face to Compete for QA. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Upon hearing Li Daoyi's words, Zheng was overjoyed. I see. Phoenix blood, divine dragon element, all can search for immortality. Zheng burst out laughing, feeling extremely happy. He has been searching for the method of longevity for many years and finally found it. As long as you hunt phoenix or divine dragon, you can have an immortal body. Immediately, Zheng waved his hand and looked at Meng Tian, speaking solemnly. Under my command, General Meng Tian led 3,000 elite soldiers of the Great Qin dynasty to Phoenix Mountain to hunt and kill the phoenix, and draw its essence. Also, quickly send people to overseas places to search for the overseas Dragon Island. Upon hearing this, the burly Meng Tian stood in line and bowed respectfully, saying, "Obey me." On the side, Li Si furrowed his brows slightly and, after a little consideration, stood up and said. Report to the king, the phoenix is a divine beast. It may not be enough to have General Meng Tian lead an army of 3,000. As soon as these words were spoken, Zhenglong's eyebrows moved slightly and he remained calm and confident. Not enough. Then let General Meng Tian mobilize the soldiers independently. How could I fear a mere divine beast in the vast Qin dynasty? 3,000 is not enough, then 30,000. 30,000 is not enough, then 300,000. Make sure to take down the phoenix. Zheng's voice and colors echoed in waves, and the dragon's power echoed in the palace, with a majestic momentum. His face was resolute and unquestionable. Immediately afterwards, Zheng spoke up again. Also, let the world know. If you find the overseas Shenlong Island, I will reward you with 10,000 taels of gold, increase your position in salary, and be awarded the title of Grand General. In a moment. Over the entire territory of the Great Qin, wind and cloud surged, and countless people became fanatical about it. At this moment, watching Zheng's series of operations, everyone in the live broadcast room also went crazy. It seems that the appraiser hit the nail on the head again. It's really amazing. Even the eternal life Dharma, which extends to the heavens and all realms, can be said bluntly. It's truly a stroke of the heavens. In an instant, countless people's eyes lit up with drooling. After another round of questioning, everyone was even more eager for the last available spot. There's only one chance left to ask a question. The last one to ask for a spot, I must grab it. It must be mine, and I also want to ask about the law of longevity. In an instant, everyone was filled with excitement and all worked hard to grab the last chance to ask questions. At this time, in the land of the West in the vast world, The Zhuangdi Daoist and the Jiedao Daoist, with their eyes even hotter, said directly in the live broadcast room. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Western Zhuangdi in Jiayin in the flood and wilderness. The quota for questioning is crucial for both of us, and we earnestly request that you sell me face. The two of us can meet everyone's needs, even imparting the law of longevity to everyone. This statement immediately caused a huge uproar. The two saints of the West in the wilderness. Hiss. Can you directly pass on our method of longevity? If that's the case, I'll give you both a chance. The cultivators from other worlds were all stunned and excited. However, the great powers of the wasteland world scoff at this. At present, he was despised by Laozi, Yuanshi Tianzun, and others, who mocked him one after another. Can you even say that? Can you ask solely based on your abilities? You two really don't want Bai Lian. It's shameless to fool others with the well-known method of longevity. Although they verbally curse, they do not deny that this is a good way to win. So they also expressed. Cough cough, this moral heavenly sovereign is the senior brother of the Tongtian sect leader. After you seize it, if you give me the qualification, you can satisfy various benefits. I am the second senior brother of the leader of the Tongtian sect. As mentioned above, at least it is not a well-known method of immortality, but a more precious spiritual treasure. Upon hearing this, the strong from other worlds also spoke up, offering various offers and seeking opportunities to ask questions. In an instant, there was a commotion in the live broadcast room. Countless people are moved by it, with a longing expression on their faces and drooling. For them, these are all unparalleled opportunities. However, at this point, Li Daoyi looked at the gradually deviating rhythm and felt quite helpless. If we don't stop it a little longer, the entire live broadcast room will be in chaos. At that time, due to interests, many people may have to do things that go against their original intentions. This is not what he wants to see. So, Li Daoyi said. Only answer the contestant, unless not asked. As soon as these words were spoken, many people's hearts were instantly extinguished. Some cultivators felt dejected and distressed, as if a duck had flown away from their mouth. The third question, let's get started. Li Daoyi casually said. As the words fell, a ray of light suddenly lit up in the live broadcast room. The figure slowly emerged, and another person snatched it. Who is it? Which lucky one is that? Don't speak up. Everyone in the live broadcast room was excited and looked away from afar. Many people hope that this person doesn't speak up. After all, the appraiser just said that if the buzzer doesn't ask, there is still a chance to ask questions. At this moment, Li Daoyi was also looking towards the live broadcast room. Upon closer inspection, a surprised expression appeared in his eyes, and he sighed and smiled. Surprisingly, this bitter lover. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 8, Question 3, Revival from Death, only for Bai. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Damn it, I didn't get it again. In the midst of the chaos, both the Western sages looked displeased and furious. They clenched their fists and stared intently at the live broadcast room on the sky, feeling a heavy burden on their minds. Is it true that our luck is so bad? The Taoist priest frowned tightly, sighed slightly, and felt dejected. On the side, the Zhuangdi Taoist shook his head and sighed. It seems that if we want to seek opportunities for enlightenment, we still need to continue to wait hard. Speaking, both the Western sages sighed and felt lost. Previously, the leader of the Tongtian sect became wholly due to questioning, which made them envious. They all wanted to ask the appraisers about their own opportunities for preaching, but they were unable to succeed twice in a row, so their hearts were naturally not satisfied. At the same time, Other powerful beings in the heavens and realms are also angry at their own luck. Oh my, I didn't grab it again, what a pity. If we don't get it this time, we'll have to wait a long time. Hey, I don't know when the appraiser will open questions again. Everyone felt remorseful and shook their heads in sighs. Of course, the probability of the vast number of people in the heavens and realms trying to grab it is as slim as 1 in a billion, which can be said to be extremely slim. After a brief moment of discouragement, everyone turned their gaze to the figures in the live broadcast room, with a hint of surprise on their faces. Who is that again? What world does this lucky person come from? So lucky, the ancestral tomb is emitting green smoke, isn't it? There was a commotion in the crowd, filled with envy, jealousy, and hatred. At this point, in the screen, a figure emitting a crimson to almost blackened aura slowly emerged, like a fierce ghost, which was chilling. It's Zhang Xiaofan. However, at this moment, Zhang Xiaofan should be called Gili. He appeared in the live broadcast room as a ghostly figure, making everyone tremble with fear. Xiaofan. It's you. In the live broadcast room, everyone in the heavenly world was instantly shocked. Especially the Qinyan sect disciples who met Zhang Xiaofan. Such as former master Tian Bai, senior sister Lu Sueki, Tian Linger, and others. Shout out like a tsunami, ecstatic. At this moment, Zhang Xiaofan himself also had a surprised and incredulous expression on his face. Did you really choose it? He didn't expect his luck to be so good either. Previously, he did try with a trial mentality, but did not have much hope. After all, the vast sea of people in all worlds makes it extremely difficult to snatch the qualification to ask questions. He had already witnessed the power of the appraiser before, and could even blurt out the opportunity to become a saint through preaching, which can be called the power of heaven. In an instant, Zhang Xiaofan's heart boiled. He doesn't want to ask for any opportunities for preaching, nor does he want to search for any ways of immortality. He only had that slender and delicate figure in his heart. Biao. That woman died for him. I wonder if I can find a way to save myself. Thinking about it, Zhang Xiaofan's heart quickened and he was about to burst out. Do you have anything you want to ask? Li Daoyi opened his mouth and asked, how much he could guess in his heart. A bitter lover like Zhang Xiaofan would definitely not think about cultivation, and his guesses are accurate. As expected, Zhang Xiaofan took a deep breath, suppressed his inner nervousness, and murmured. I dare ask the appraiser, there was once a woman who died for me, but now only a trace of her soul remains. Is there a way to bring her back to life? This sentence falls behind. In the world of Zhu Xian, many people have already thought of something. On the bamboo peak of Qinyan Mountain, Tian Bai put his hands on his back and let out a long sigh, exclaiming. Hey, because of that woman, my young disciple defected from the sect and fell into the demon realm. If it were to be resurrected now, I wonder if it would be possible to let go of my worries and return. Meanwhile, on Shaozhu Peak, Lu Sueki gracefully dressed in white, carrying a blue immortal sword and standing in the wind. Are they all for that woman? She raised her face slightly, with a hint of desolation on her delicate face, whispering softly. Her love for Zhang Xiaofan has never disappeared. Meanwhile, on the side of the Ghost King. Can I still save my Biao? When the Ghost King heard Zhang Xiaofan's words, his eyes lit up and he was overjoyed. He suddenly stood up from his throne, staring intently at the sky, impatiently waiting for the appraiser's answer. It's about his daughter, he's really impatient. Apart from the world of killing immortals, many people in the world are also eagerly anticipating it. Besides the opportunity for enlightenment and the method of immortality, there is also the technique of resurrection from death. I don't know if it really exists. Amidst everyone's anticipation, Li Dao nodded and said. Upon hearing this, Zhang Xiaofan's eyes lit up with joy, and he quickly clasped his fists and saluted, excitedly saying. Please ask the appraiser to tell me. Li Daoyi let out a light sigh, recalling the lives of Zhang Xiaofan and Biao, and couldn't help but feel a little sad. I had originally found the great wizard, but unfortunately, I was just a little short. Now it seems that Zhang Xiaofan has just transformed into a ghost and Li. Please inform us in advance, maybe we can leave no regrets. So, Li Daoyi slowly said. In the land of the Miao region, there are great Miao shamans. The soul resurrection technique has been passed down from generation to generation, which can resurrect your beloved person. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 9. The underwater flows in the immortal slaying world, heroes heading towards. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Miao Jiang. The great wizard of the Miao ethnic group. Upon hearing these words, Zhang Xiaofan immediately exclaimed in surprise, constantly reciting the words Miao Jiang and Great Wizard on his face. As if grabbing the last life-saving straw, refusing to let go, my heart was overjoyed. He has long heard of the supernatural magic in the Miao region, and as the appraiser said, the rumored Miao wizards do indeed possess the technique of resurrection. Previously, he was half believing and half doubting, but now that he has been recognized by the appraisers, he is truly convinced. Thank you, appraiser. Zhang Xiaofan clenched his fists heavily and was so excited that tears welled up in his eyes. Immediately, he set off for the Miao region to search for the great wizard of the Miao ethnic group. At the same time, within the Ghost King sect. Upon hearing what the appraiser said, the Ghost King was overjoyed and finally smiled again on his sorrowful old face. Ha ha ha, great. If I find the great wizard of the Miao ethnic group, my daughter will be saved. The Ghost King burst out laughing and was extremely excited. Immediately, he summoned a group of experts from the Ghost King sect to discuss the matter. Qing Long, quickly lead all the elders to rush to the land of the Miao region with all your might. Be sure to find the great wizard of the Miao ethnic group, there must be no room for any mishap. The powerful members of the Ghost King sect took orders one after another and rushed towards them in a hurry. On the other side, within the Qingyim gate, there was also a huge uproar. At this moment, on Dazhu Peak. Master. Several disciples of Shaozhu Peak hurriedly arrived and bowed respectfully to the field. Although he hasn't spoken yet, Tian Bai already understands the purpose of these disciples. On the side, Tian Linger also looked deeply at her father. Tian Bai had a hint of anxiety on his face. After a few glances, he finally sighed and waved his hand, saying, "Hey, you guys go ahead. Remember, do your best to help Lao Qi." Upon hearing this, all the disciples were delighted. Yes, I strictly follow my master's instructions. A few people saluted respectfully, then hurriedly descended the mountain and headed towards the Miao territory. At the same time, above Shaozhu Peak. Disciple Lu Sueki, if you have anything to do, please see your master. Lu Sueki arrived at her master's gate and spoke softly. What's up? A voice came from within the courtyard. I need to go down the mountain. Lu Sueki replied, taking a deep breath and looking resolute. That expression seemed to be inevitable. Seeing this, a light sigh came from within the courtyard. She never knew why Lu Sueki had to go down the mountain. Isn't it just to search for Zhang Xiaofan in the Miao region? During this period, Lu Sueki's longing for Zhang Xiaofan has almost been written on her face, with deep and intense love. Even as a master, she couldn't resist. Foolish child, do you know that if he really saves that woman, you... She couldn't help but express her thoughts, shook her head repeatedly, and let out a long sigh. I understand, but I also want to go. Lu Sueki said firmly, without any persuasion. Ah. Seeing this, there was only a long sigh and a short hiss left in the courtyard. At the same time, on the border of the Miao region. The Miao people were also startled by the sudden words from the sky. Especially the great wizard. He had a calm expression and was not serious in his laughter. On the side, someone puzzled and said, "Great wizard, if he really came, would you come and rescue him?" The great wizard's ability to revive souls is true, but such a technique that goes against the heavenly way would definitely come at a certain cost if used. Therefore, many wizards, even with this skill, often choose to face death without saving. However, the great wizard looked up at the sky, took a deep breath, and smiled. Others are all for preaching and becoming holy, for the sake of immortality. But he's just doing it for the person he loves. What's the point of helping someone who is so affectionate and holy? At the same time. In public in the live broadcast room. After finishing the QA session with Zhang Xiaofan, Li Dao took a long sigh of relief and said, 3 questions answered, next appraisal, 3 days later. After speaking, Li Dao disappeared immediately. Seeing this, everyone in the heavens and all realms looked helpless and felt extremely disappointed. Do we have to wait for 3 more days next time? Do we have to wait for 3 days? It's so hard. Sigh, the first time I feel like I'm living like a year, it's just torture. The problem is that it may not be possible to get it in 3 days. Yes, many people are eager to ask questions. It's too difficult to have too many wolves and too little meat. Countless people lamented and exclaimed repeatedly. Of course, they had no choice but to suppress the excitement in their hearts and wait quietly for 3 days before welcoming the QA. Meanwhile, in Li Daoyi's world. Tianan's Hao, Dian Sword Sect. Elder Worship Office. The elder was furious and indignant. I didn't even get a chance to answer this question. It's so infuriating. Elder, calm down. The young man humbled and trembled with fear, quickly reporting. Report to elder, we have received news that Li Daoyi seems to have signs of leaving. Upon hearing this, the elder's eyebrows twitched and he snorted coldly, saying, Then just kill it. Just using this kid to vent my anger. At the same time, in the small town, Li Daoyi was completely unaware and had a proud expression on his face. Appraisal completed, reward received. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 10. Rewards received, Divine Elephant suppresses imprisonment. Gu. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Ding, congratulations to the host for successfully completing the identification. Get a big gift pack, system reward distribution successful. Do you want to open the gift package? Upon hearing this, Li Dao was immediately overjoyed. Open now. Li Daoyi nodded without hesitation, his eyes full of anticipation. This is his first time conducting live streaming appraisal, and he doesn't know what kind of reward he will receive. Is it money? Or is it a miraculous pill? Or is it a magical power? Mou remained silent for a few moments. Ding, congratulations to the host for obtaining Divine Elephant Prison Power. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Ancient Sword Immortal Slayer. Congratulations to the host for obtaining a drop of Eternal Spirit Milk. The announcement of 3 rewards rang in Li Daoyi's mind. Sleeping slot. Surprisingly, it's like a divine elephant guarding the prison. And the ancient sword in Zhu Xian. Upon hearing the thunderous, divine elephant suppresses prison power, and the ancient sword slaying immortals, Li Dao took a deep breath and was instantly ecstatic. Divine Elephant suppresses prison power is a qigong created by the Supreme Master in the world of the Holy King, which records the method of supreme power. This cultivation method advocates that the human body is composed of endless particles, and if all particles are cultivated into the power of a divine image, one can have the power to tear apart the heavens and the earth. Even roaring and shattering the stars is not a problem. The most peculiar thing is that after practicing this technique, countless amazing divine powers can be transformed. Every kind of divine ability contains endless mysteries, which make people cannot help but be fascinated by it. With such a method of empowerment, both his cultivation and physical body will undergo earth-shattering changes. Besides, the ancient sword killing immortals is also terrifying. This sword is the divine weapon of the world of immortals, born in the first ray of light among the Hongmeng. The Zhu Xian sword is specifically designed to defeat the immortal body. No matter how powerful the body is, as long as it is cut by the ancient sword, the wound will never be healed. Powerful and capable of defying the heavens, it is an unparalleled divine weapon and sharp blade. One comes from the world of the Holy King, and the other comes from the world of the immortal Slayer. The former can develop the body and practice Qigong, while the latter is a weapon that can wield a sword to slay immortals. Having both of these is a fantastic start. Li Daoyi was ecstatic and extremely excited. He looked at the divine elephant suppressing prison power, and the immortal killing ancient sword that appeared in his hand, unable to put them down. Suddenly, he noticed the small drop of blood beside him. What is this again? Li Dao must have looked closely and carefully, but apart from feeling the powerful aura emanating from above, he could not perceive anything else. At this point, the system explains. This is the eternal spiritual milk, which reshapes the foundation, breaks through cultivation, and enhances the use of roots and bones. Upon hearing this, Li Daoyi was even more overjoyed. It's exactly when I need it. Li Daoyi took a deep breath and his heart was filled with excitement. Isn't this just solving my urgent need? The first two rewards are that his physical body is too weak now, and it is not easy to cultivate. With this drop of spiritual milk, you can be reborn. Okay, this spiritual milk is perfect for me now. Li Daoyi grinned heartily. Immediately, he devoured the spiritual milk and refined it. Boom! In an instant, I felt an extremely powerful force surging inside my body, like a surging wave. Instantly repair the body. At the same time, under the circulation of essence and blood, his internal organs, qi, tendons, and veins were all washed away like heaven, and his bones were elevated to the most perfect level. In the blink of an eye, Li Daoyi's talent and aptitude skyrocketed, making him the best cultivator in the world. Unexpectedly, I successfully quenched my body and stepped into the realm of qi cultivation. Li Daoyi exclaimed in amazement, with a lively expression on his face. In that moment, he suddenly felt that his whole body contained infinite power, strong and fierce. In this world, cultivation is divided into body quenching, qi cultivation, foundation building, mystical understanding, celestial phenomena, primordial spirit, and eternal life. Except for the 10 levels of qi cultivation, all other levels are divided into 3 levels. Front, middle, and back. The realm of understanding is already considered strong. Even the Dayan sword sect, where he previously belonged, was only a celestial ancestor. Nevertheless, it is a powerful force that has made countless forces retreat. The celestial phenomena are already able to summon the Dharma phase of heaven and earth, extremely terrifying. Above that, the primordial spirit is quite terrifying. It can condense into a primordial spirit that never dies and never falls. As for eternal life, that is already an unimaginable realm for ordinary people. And the elder who framed him only had a cultivation level in the early stage of Xiantong. At the age of 15, he practiced 10 layers of qi and was considered a rare cultivation genius. Unfortunately, he was persecuted by villains. However, everything is different now. With these 3 treasures added, great revenge can be avenged. Immediately, Li Dao began to cultivate the divine elephant suppressing prison power. Every breath he exhales is comparable to a year of hard work by an ordinary person, demonstrating the power of the Dharma. In the blink of an eye, the whole night has passed. Boom! A strong aura rose up from the sky, imposing like thunder. Li Daoyi stepped directly into the 10th level of qi cultivation. If it were placed on an ordinary cultivator, without 10 years of hard work, it would be impossible to achieve such cultivation. Nowadays, Li Daoyi only used one night. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th.